Afternoon. Do have a little nugget for you. Justin Jefferson will be taking a pre-planned rest day today, so no need for concern or breaking news out there. And with that, I'll take some questions.
What have you seen from Robert Tonyan so far, and what does he do best?
Well, number one, he's a pro. I mean, he came in right from the start. He's got experience in obviously some NFL systems, but I think what he does best is probably his pass catching ability. He extends to catch the ball out of his frame. I know it's something I've talked to him about. He's worked a lot on over his career, as far as just tight ends. A lot of times, over the middle, there's a lot of catches that are contested or guys on your back, and being able to really extend those long arms of his. And he made some great catches in the spring where, it's that kind of situation over the middle, maybe kind of a seam type route over the middle where safety's bearing down on him. He's able to make those catches, got great hands. And his route running, once he got a hold of our system, his route running has really started to show up.
So on that same note, you guys may have the deepest tight ends room in the entire NFL. How are you and how are they managing that cooperation where they all want to push each other, but at the end of the day, there's only one football?
Yeah, I think we have an unselfish group, and the tight end position, at least in my experience in coaching that position, generally they are pretty unselfish because they are involved in all phases of the game: pass protection, run blocking. So it's kind of a unique group in that way, and I think our guys are especially that way. Josh Oliver has pass game value, but he's also a force in the run game and pass protection. Johnny Munt has not always been the featured guy in the pass game, but every opportunity he's gotten, he's produced for us. So we've got a really good group, like you said.
Wes, when it comes to running 2-minute drills for the quarterbacks, what can J.J. McCarthy learn specifically out of those drills in particular?
Well, I think the one thing you want to see just from the start is, it's the old John Wooden: be quick, don't hurry. You don't want to see a frantic group out there, and it all starts with the quarterback. You want to see clear communication, guys getting to the line. The operation first and foremost, let alone the execution of all the plays. I mean, we've got a whole menu of codes and code words and numbers and all these things that these guys have to remember across the board. And you just want to see kind of a clean operation first and foremost. And then can we process what Flo and his defense are doing in a faster pace?
With C.J. Ham, can you share just the veteran presence that he brings to the team?
CJ's just one of our best leaders. One of the best guys that I've been around in my career. Whether it's special teams, whether it's on the offensive side, or even just talking to young guys on defense. I mean, the leadership that he brings, I think, is just natural to the kind of person he is, the kind of worker he is, to come from where he did. And I think he's going on year 8 or 9, perhaps now. So he's really just a great success story. And a lot of that, I think, comes from his background and his personality, and I'm sure his upbringing.
To Aaron Jones and his receiving ability, just wondering what your general philosophy is on throwing to running backs versus simply being a capable option in check down situations.
Yeah, I think Aaron has shown throughout his career that he's a threat out of the backfield, and anytime we have another weapon that we can use, we certainly want to utilize that. He's had a lot of great plays on screens over the years, big gains, and also, don't minimize those checkdowns either with a guy like him who can take a check down. Maybe the defense is playing everything deep to short, and you throw him the ball underneath, and he's able to either convert a first down or make an explosive play out of it. So he's definitely someone we want to try to find touches.
He seems
like over the years he's been awfully effective in the red zone. How much of that was part of the reason for wanting to bring him in here, just the ability to convert in the red zone?
I think we looked at the total package, and the red zone was also a part of it. You love to see guys score touchdowns. We like to bring in guys who score a lot of touchdowns. So, his red zone ability definitely a positive as far as his game is concerned, but really the overall player, the vision in the run game, his ability to communicate what happened on runs in real time, come back to the huddle or come back and maybe he's getting subbed in and he's saying, well, Ivan Pace, the backside backer, he played over the top, and so I was trying to set him up, and that's why I made this cut. Those things are pretty special, and I don't know if it's natural, but he's got enough experience over time, and he's a smart football player, so it's been impressive to see him play.
How much of that did you know about him ahead of time versus just seeing play out in the field the last couple months?
I didn't know, that kind of football intelligence. I knew he was able to make all the cuts, jump cuts outside, to able to find that backside cut when backers overplay some runs. And I knew he was a great person, just, because he's a UTEP guy. So.
Wes, when it comes to J.J. McCarthy facing the number one defense, what's the advantage of having the second team offense face the first defense?
I think it puts you in some situations where you play like you play really in the NFL against some muddy pockets, some times where you might have to escape, sometimes where you might have to find the check down, maybe not in rhythm of the read. You're trying to go through your read. Sometimes the pocket collapses. And I will say that second offensive line, I think, is a strong group as far as the ones I've been around in the two huddle. But, we got a couple veterans in there, along with some good young players. But, the processing just might have to speed up a little bit. And hopefully when you're in there with the first group, things slow down a little bit for you, and you're used to going against, kind of a picked up pace, a little more pressure at times, and some more scheme as well. Flo, just like us with the ones and the twos, Flo may not make all of his calls with the twos that he may call with the ones. So you're seeing some challenging looks as well.
Is there a way to kind of connect the dots between 7-on-7 successes and getting that simulation? Oh, the rush would be coming. The pocket would start to get muddy at this point of the play or anything like that.
Well, 7-on-7 is an offensive drill. Just plain and simple, it's an offensive drill. There is no rush, but it's designed that way. You need some times where the quarterback can drop back and really see the concepts and see where the spacing of everyone. You can go team pass, or you can, mix in the team periods, and those are good. But to just be able to really just think about footwork, my reads, my timing, throwing the football, I think is really valuable for the quarterback. You don't want to do it all the time. You don't want them to get used to sitting back there, and that's something we evaluate as well. We don't want them click, 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 hitch, 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 sitting back there bouncing around. Even in 7-on, let's work a scramble drill. Let's get another rep. If you're sitting back there and your time clock goes off, act like you're escaping, and let's see guys' reactions to you getting out of the pocket, and see if we can work a scramble drill.